Hello, Cryptonauts, and welcome back to another episode of Cryptocurrency Chat. I am your host, Blockchain John, along with my co-host, Jake Jabarelli. How's it going, Jake?
Oh, pretty well, John. Thanks for having me.
All right, cool. So, for the Cryptonauts out there, this is all for you. We're going to give you the top 10 and crypto news of the day, just for you. So, let's get started with the top 10. Let's go on over here to CoinGecko. And start off with Bitcoin settling at $39,357.99 with a 7-day loss of 1.8%. Second place, Ethereum settling at $2,685.38 with a 7-day gain of 16.8%. And number 3, Tether settling at $1 with a 0.5% gain in the past 7 days. Number 4, Binance Coin settling at $333.01 with a 7-day gain of 6.2%. Number 5, Cardano settling at $1.37 with a 7-day gain of 7.1%. Number 6, XRP settling at 72 cents with a 0.1% loss in the past 7 days. Number 7, USD coin settling at $1 with a 0.1% loss in the past 7 days. Number 8, Dogecoin settling at 19 cents with a 7-day loss of 4.2%. And number 9, Polkadot settling at $19.18 with a whopping 7-day gain of 31.9%. Number 10, Uniswap settling at $23.21 with a 7-day gain of 21.7% in the past 7 days. Wow. Looks like everything's doing pretty dang good other than Bitcoin right now. That's crazy.
Uniswap kicked Binance out of the 10th position.
Yeah, I see that. Look at that. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, make sure to pick up your candies if you're on CoinGecko.
That's right.
Every single day.
Yeah. Well, before we go too far forward, I want to make sure we get that market capitalization. That overall total market cap is at $1.677 trillion, up by 3.3%. And like Jake was saying, here on the top right, you do have your daily candies. Like I'm about to collect my 50 candies for today. Bling, bling, boom. Make sure you collect it every 24 hours. If not, the, what do you call this? The whole collection bar will reset back to day 1. Okay, so let's move on over to the crypto news of the day. So I've been posting some articles on Reddit, which I want you Cryptonauts to check out and make sure you give us some upvotes so we can start building up some Reddit. So with that said, obviously I do have, let's see here. Number 1 is South Korea is shutting down exchanges. South Korea is shutting down exchanges. The Korean Herald reports that the South Korean financial regulators are investigating fraud in exchanges. A few exchanges that are affected are Bitsonic, CPDAX, and Darlbit. South Korean financial regulators will mandate all exchanges to be fully regulated and provide transparency. These exchanges will have to cease operations and most likely will not be allowed to be approved because of the way the exchange is set up. Larger known exchanges like Coin1, Corebit, BitThumb, and Upbit are safe for now, but should be aware that the SKFR will be investigating all exchanges. And that is a reference from newsbtc.com. All right, next news article is right here. Pay your mortgage in Spain with crypto. Spain is considering a law to allow its citizens to pay mortgages in crypto. This will also be streamlined by the modernization of banks that would enable the use of blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, and smart contracts. There is a potential tax break for anyone that would pay in crypto, but the Spanish citizens do have their doubts. The concern is that there is not a current infrastructure that would support crypto payments to the masses. Banco de España, Spain's central bank, does have a plan to include a central bank digital currency, a CBDC, within the next 4 years. And that is reference from the blockchain.news website. All right, Cryptonauts, that is my 2 crypto news of the day. Now I'm going to hand this off to Jake.
Do you understand how it is with Spain, being Spanish citizens being concerned about whether or not they can have everybody be able to pay their mortgages? So what about people who don't know about crypto, right? Anyways, so there's two articles I have. One involves my favorite Ethereum, because Ethereum is soon going to proof of stake, and we're all a little bit worried about those of us who are mining, such as my company does. Anyway, so Ethereum price has been spiking on the eve of the Ethereum improvement protocol of 1559, which everyone's been concerned about ever since it was voted on at the beginning of the year. This is the network upgrade called London. It's a hard fork that incorporates a lot of different changes, and it's putting pressure on the ETH community in general. So most crypto markets are in the green today, led, of course, by Ethereum, even though Bitcoin kind of started it. The Ethereum has been up about 8% over the last day. The price of Ethereum hit almost 2,700. I was really hoping it's going to hit 2,750, but its highest level in a month. The upward movement is happening on the eve of the major upgrade. So the London hard fork, as it's called, includes all these different modifications we'll talk about. EIP 1559 changes how transactions are structured on the network. At present, the process is, somewhat opaque, as people are left to effectively guess how much they'll need to send miners who are processing the transactions. This is really kind of the problem, and the reason they're making the change is that randomness can kind of be pushed by the miners. I know I'm not personally doing it, but some people are. And this is why EIP 1559 was put in, was trying to de-incentivize the miners to push the price so much that they make more money at the expense of the network. So it's effectively guess how much they need to send miners who are processing transactions to get theirs included relatively quickly. EIP 1559 will institute a base fee, which should have been the effect slightly lowering transaction costs and making them more transparent. Normally, these code changes wouldn't get people too excited, but this new proposal does something else. It burns the transaction fee. Instead of going to the miners, who still receive their tips, and 2 ETH per block per board, each block they process, the base fee is taken out of circulation by being placed in an inaccessible wallet. Tim Baker, a developer of the Ethereum Foundation, who is coordinating the upgrade, told the news agency that I'm quoting this from that he will lower the rate at which ETH is produced. That is the new proposal. If the network is congested, the base fees rise about 150 away. That's the gas price of Ethereum for the transactions that are taking place in response to demand. The network would even burn more in transactions fee if within each block that it produces, which means ETH will experience some deflationary pressure after the change, akin to kind of how Bitcoin supply gets squeezed every 4 years when BTC mining rewards are cut in half. Prices typically pop up when supply is expected to be constricted. So it's just going to be changing. I mean, obviously the price has gone up quite a bit lately. Everybody knows that on August 4th or August 5th, well, sometime either late today or early tomorrow, the price is going to change. And we're expecting it to happen very, very soon. I'm not even sure what block we're on. I should check. But it could be literally as we're recording this, it could be changing. So there's this huge expectation as the availability of ETH is going to change for all miners. Fortunately, I have other coins out there, but we're going to see what happens. I'm not too disappointed at the current point, but we'll see what happens. And there's other thing is 1559 implements a second improvement, which is forcing people to take the hard fork. It's called a I don't remember this exactly, crypto bomb or something. Basically, if you try to get on the old network, it will make it so ridiculously difficult to mine that there's no point in even bothering. Some people are going to do it anyways, but it's really kind of impractical. So there's going to be this change going through very shortly. And the other news I'd like to talk about is how the NASDAQ has been halting Robinhood's trading amid this fairly large rise. The NASDAQ reported the same four-letter code 3 times, halting Robinhood's trading this morning, LUDP. The code stands for Volatility Trading Pause and means that the stock, in the case of Robinhood, HOOD, their actual stock itself, the company's stock character, cannot be traded due to a serious rise or fall in the price. This is one of the things that crypto traders have been really getting upset about lately. And it's kind of unfair. It's like, if people are going to trade, let them trade. Why are you trying to stop this trade? Don't you want people to trade? Mm-hmm. Right? This is the same thing with happening to AMC and GameStop. It's this massive push up or massive push down, and that's like, whoa, we don't want this to go to pieces. And this, of course, the same thing even happens to Robinhood or Binance or Bittrex or all the different exchanges. Like, when the price drops drastically or when it rises drastically, they can't hand out enough money or take in enough money, so they put the stop on it. In Robinhood's case, the reason was because of 2 massive surges right after NASDAQ opened at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time in the United States. It shot up from $55 roughly to $65 before the first halt kicked in. After a 10-minute pause, the stock took flight again, rising almost to $80.
Wow.
Over the past 5 days, HOOD has risen more than 100%, about 110%, and is currently trading at about $62 or $63 roughly. Today's bullish price took action in stark contrast to the market debut on the 29th. After just 15 minutes of trading, HOOD had fallen by 10% roughly, admittedly pretty bleak at the start. It's not all that uncommon for new stocks. Tesla did the same thing when it started. Facing COVID-induced lockdown and armed with the stimulus of checks aplenty, bored retail investors turned to Robinhood through this last year, and it quickly became a primary weapon for hordes of Redditors as they popped up in, like I said before, GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond. Those are just a few of them. Robinhood also offers an array of cryptocurrencies for other people. That's kind of how this article gets into this news, is that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge are on Robinhood. Of course, the problem with Robinhood is it's gatekept, which basically means if you buy on Robinhood, you stay on Robinhood. You can't trade out. You can't trade in. It's only there. It's commonly known, at least among those who know about Dogecoin, and I don't just mean own Dogecoin, but I mean actually know about the wallets of Dogecoin, that Robinhood has the largest Dogecoin wallet. I think it's something like $50 million or something. It might be more than that, but it's a ridiculously large wallet. And it kind of makes sense. They would have that. So, yeah, Robinhood's been surging among its debut on the market. And the NASDAQ is kind of, stopping it. No, stop rising so fast. Stop trading so fast.
And I should have got into it when I had the chance.
Well, you know what's funny, as a side comment to this, is that Coinbase has also been rising back up again. It was down quite a bit for quite a long time. I know I bought in when it started, knowing it was going to drop, but knowing it would always come back. I mean, it's funny how to watch a Coinbase itself trade up and down, almost like it's following Bitcoin. So,
interesting.
I haven't mapped it perfectly, but I have noticed that Coinbase seems to trade along the lines of Bitcoin.
I haven't been keeping an eye on that, but okay. Nice.
So I know we don't have a third set of articles today because our third set person isn't here, but I don't know that I actually have any additional 2 Satoshis to put in.
Yeah, that's okay. We can do that some other time. It's not a big deal. Mike is a little preoccupied, and I'm just going to say congratulations to Mike. I'm sure he's going to come back with some positive news on the next round. So with that said, we're going to wrap this up. Cryptonauts, make sure you go to our website at c3media.tech. That is the letter C, number 3, media.tech. Check us out on YouTube and Discord, especially on Discord because we're very active on there. And Friday's actually coming up pretty quick. Pun Jedi is the DJ of the night. We do have a Friday night music night, one of the most entertaining nights in Discord, where you can hang out, chit chat, and earn some free airdrops. So, with that said, all the links are below. With that said, Cryptonauts, stack, sats, and huddle. Adios.